Ladies and gentlemen, boy howdy, my name of course is Over the Potato, and here we check out the latest and the greatest strategy games each and every day of the week. Today, we're checking out a little old game called Moonshine Inc. That's right, it's a game where you have to play as a buccaneering moonshine creating person. I don't know, a moonshiner. I have no idea what the proper name for it is. But anyway, yeah, we need to make illegal alcohol, and we need to sell it. And so we're going to be checking out the process of doing that today. We're going to skip the tutorial because there is absolutely no need. I would just say, like straight from the outset, this is a highly immersive, accurate. I don't know. I've never technically brewed moonshine before, so I have absolutely no idea about the intricacies of doing it. But anyway, we're going to chat a little bit about the brewing process as we go. I'm just going to sort of place down all of our brewing utensils, and then we'll kind of get to it. Now, the reason that I really wanted to check out this game is because it's kind of like Little Big Workshop, except for alcoholic beverages. And that's kind of what we're going to be doing. So we've got the fermentation tank here, we've got the wooden still, we've got the crushing, we've got the fruit press, and we've got the simple grain mill. Now, it is worth noting that these three items are not super important right now. We're going to see if we can try and make a basic brew in the very first instance, and that's probably just going to be made in the fermentation tank and in the wooden still. But we can sort of talk about the process as we go. There's like a whole map here, and obviously this is just a snapshot of the game, so we're not going to be able to do too much, but still, what's in the game is quite incredible. Anyway, right, so what do we need to do? Well, I can go through the various bits and bobs that we have access to at the moment. So we got a whole bunch of wild yeast, we got a little bit of birch syrup, we got some raw sugar, turbinado, and we got a little bit of honey that is just chilling in our stock. We have no alcohol, we have a bit of fuel, and we got nothing in the dump either. That's fine. There's a crafting menu, so we can actually create like brand new pieces of equipment by like combining bits of equipment with other bits of equipment, and we can also maintain the current equipment that we have. Now, the batch hub. This is where the magic happens, both metaphorically and quite literally. And this is how we start to create our brew. So we can follow a recipe. We can follow a recipe for moonshine. We can follow a recipe for brandy. I mean, do we have the ingredients for anything? I mean, Daddy Bear. What do we require for that? You need at least 3 of these ingredients: corn syrup, white sugar, honey. Okay, I mean, if we were to choose that recipe, there is a chance that we can make this happen, right? I think we absolutely can. Right, choose fermentation tank, choose apparatus. That's cool. Add yeast. Let's just do wild yeast. What else did we need? We need raw sugar, birch syrup. Was there other stuff that we actually required? We don't necessarily have to follow a recipe. I mean, we could just do something like this. Daddy Bear match 100%. This is a Daddy Bear match 100%. New recipe 100% match, and yet it's telling me that it's 100% match. Anyway, it doesn't particularly matter. Right, let's just create this Daddy Bear recipe, a honey sort of meaty moonshine, which seems pretty darn cool to me. As you can see, there's like 3 processes. There's the fermentation process, there's the distilling process, and then there's also the bottling process. It's going to take a little while, so let's get cracking and let's see what the heck happens. Right, let's go and set up fermentation, and this is kind of where things get, I guess, hyper technical is probably the term. We can create whatever we want to create. So let's increase the mash a little bit. I don't know, take it up to 30 kilograms, and then let's add a whole bunch of water. We know roughly what we're aiming for. Here, and the only reason that I know roughly what we're aiming for is because this was one of the recipes that we had to go through in the tutorial, and it was, I think, 50 kilograms of mash, 115 of water. That's fine. And let's increase the fermentation temperature up to 27, I think was what we were supposed to do in the tutorial. So let's get cracking. Okay, so my industrious employees, of which we have a couple actually. Everyone's a trainee. I guess everyone is being a moonshiner for the first time. That's fine. That's not necessarily a problem, even slightly. We got some people that are moving all the stuff over here. Let's just go into fast forward mode, and we'll just let that start brewing. So it takes about a day and a half, give or take, once all of the ingredients have been added to the mix, and it takes a little while for all the ingredients to be added to the mix. Looks like they're carrying buckets of water from, what is this? I don't know, the water station? Or the store? I don't particularly know. Anyway, the process should have started, and that is wonderful. So that's great. Empty stash, empty stash, empty stash. Indeed. Okay, so let's leave it at 8 times speed because it's going to take ages, and that'll give us the opportunity to take a look at the map and see what is going on over here. So we have our base of operations, literally called base. Don't know why it's called base, but that's fine. We got a store here. Okay, you move at 8 times speed as well. Anyway, the shopkeeper is apparently completely oblivious to the fact that we are brewing moonshine up in the mountains. I'm okay with that. We will buy a whole bunch of stuff from her. Can we buy it right now, actually? Yeah, we totally can. Now, there's a whole bunch of different, I guess, qualities. There's a whole bunch of different qualities to all of the, buy 110 kilograms of everything. I can't really be bothered measuring it out. This is going to be a big order. Molasses, rice syrup. We'll buy it all. Let's, and let's also get some fruits as well, so we can use that fruit press. Part of the pre-fermentation process, if I'm not mistaken. I can just click on all of these and then just go through them like a, normal person would. Okay, $5,000. We got 30,000 bucks in the bank right now, so I'm not particularly worried. It's going to cost me $5,000. Beautiful. Right. And we can actually see the truck driving between the store and the base, which is pretty cool. Right, so there's a couple of people that are around the map. Augustus Guthrie is after 25 liters of moonshine made with honey. Reagan Overfield delivered 25 liters of moonshine with an ethanol percentage higher than 40%. Okay, I will accept that. I will accept your thing as well. And what are you after? 50 liters of moonshine with a quality percentage higher than 50. I'm going to accept that too. I don't think that there's any time limit necessarily. Oh, there's a time limit. Okay, so we need to be somewhat careful about that, but that's okay. Anyway, we've also got stashes that are sort of dotted around the map, and that is just because I think the police can turn up. I don't know if they can technically turn up right now, but you never know. There's also, what is this, like a tech tree sort of thing? That's fine. We can worry about that later. Anyway, as you can see, fermentation has finished, which is excellent. And now we get into more sort of technical mumbo jumbo. So, yeah, we can sort of adjust these bits and bobs in order to fit our requirements. I think it's the hearts that we are after, but I believe that if we extend the hearts, which is fine, it will reduce the ethanol content. The heads and the tails and the end. Yeah, but this is kind of useless stuff. That's fine. Wow, look at this is presumably like a brewer's dream. But I am so lost in all of the intricacies of brewing. Anyway, I've increased the size of the hearts, which is fine. Mission log, no, I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for the map. What were you after? 25 liters of moonshine with honey? I mean, we should be grand. Finish the demo and have fun. Well, I'm definitely having fun, so I guess that's half of the mission already completed. Let's also see if we can try and maybe set up another. We'll also see if we can try and maybe set up another brewing recipe whilst we're waiting for that to happen. A new batch, that's the term that I was looking for. What recipe do we have? We got a recipe for brandy. What is that? Apricot, strawberry, peach, plum, and grapes. Let's choose that recipe and let's see. What was it? It was it was definitely grapes. Definitely grapes. Fruit press or in the crusher. Sure. Press there. 60% match. What about pears? Pears can go in the crusher, I guess. Still a 60% match. I mean, is there anything that particularly matches well? Apricot, peach, plum. Yeah, we don't have the opportunity to deal with any of those. At least 3 of these ingredients. We can definitely do We can definitely do O Canada. Forget about this nonsense. Forget about brandy for a second. It's... Oh, God, what was it? I keep forgetting the bleeding recipe. O Canada is agave syrup, corn, and rice. Agave syrup, corn, and rice. Beautiful. I bought everything in the shop. Agave syrup, corn, and rice syrup. Okay, that's brilliant. Now, we don't necessarily, as I say, have to follow a recipe, but that's fine. The wooden still is currently in use, which is okay. Let's select O Canada. Beautiful. 78% match. Baker's yeast. I mean, does it really particularly matter about the yeast? Not entirely sure that it does. Oh, okay. We're making this 95%, 100% match. Beautiful. Okay, so we've actually managed to line up the proportions quite well. It is going to be another sort of sweet brew, but that's fine. Are we still? We're still using. We're still using the distillery thing. That's fine. We can actually create a brand new distillation apparatus. Now, this all means something to me, or something to someone, I'm sure, but absolutely not to me. So we currently have, is it Jack's still set? I'm not sure. Now, there's maintenance stats and there is durability stats as part of this. That's fine. Now, the reason that I keep clicking between these two pages is because submarine 400. No, let's not do that. Let's go for a classic still 400, right? Go for a classic still 400, and then we can actually add on additional attachments, which is cool. And I think that's what we're going to go and do. Should we add on... Sure, add on that, and then add on that. Happy days. Brilliant. Did we do it? Did we buy it? No, we absolutely did not. Excuse me? I created a masterpiece there. How on earth do I buy this gosh darn thing? Oh, it's because it needs to be crafted. Okay, all right. Well, we're making two. That's fine. Let's get this batch bottled, eh? And get it dealt with. Cut from the current batch. Right, so if we cut out the heads and we cut out the tails, then we can actually increase the ethanol quality. But to be honest, I don't really care. I just want quantity. Our profits are going to be impacted slightly. We're not going to fortify, but I am going to increase the price. Fancy name here. That's right. Orbeez Finest. In fact, no, I tell you what, this is illegal, so we need to make sure that people know it's not mine. Not Orbeez Finest. There we go. Perfect. That's a disguise that is going to end up... That's going to sort us right out. Okay, beautiful. Can we go back to batching, please? I really would like to sort that out. And then let's look at our deliveries. Right, wooden still is completed. Brilliant. That's fine. Let's get rid of that notification. Empty stash, and empty stash. Have we bottled? Have we bottled yet? I think we have. Okay, so now, if I'm not mistaken, we can set up a delivery route to take... Hey, look at this. 53 liters of not Orbeez Finest. Why don't we take that all the way over to the stash, and we will leave it in there, and we will just set that up. Hold on. Crafting is done. Excellent. We're making this. I need to choose a worker. That's what I need to do. Okay. 53 liters. Let's get it moved. Let's get it moved away. So even though technically we're still have all of the apparatus around here to make illegal alcohols, nobody's going to think that it's me because there's going to be no alcohol on the premises. I mean, how on earth can anyone think that? It's fine. Okay, this... What was it? Corn and rice. Ferment. Add yeast. Wild yeast. Wooden still. Bottling. We need to get that. O Canada. There we go. Brilliant. Let's get an O Canada down. Let's get it created and let's get it going. Set up fermentation. I want to make a lot. I want to make an absolute ton. Not that much, though. Mash up to the max. Here we go. Okay. Maybe a bit too sweet. Yeah, I feel like that's not terrible. I mean, what's the point of making it a higher temperature? I mean, it just seems to use more fuel. Perhaps this is going to create a dud deal, but that's okay. Let's also get some more distillation apparatus down. I built 2 of these things somewhat accidentally, but that's okay. They're looking good. This is looking very, very good. I also didn't clean or repair the original wooden still between brewings, but that is fine. Okay, so we're fermenting. That's great. Can I actually get another fermenting? Can I get another fermenting still? That would be really, really handy. Medium barrel, small barrel. I think a medium barrel is kind of what we're after. Also, we have 0 free workers. Do we need to get more workers? I don't even know if we necessarily can get more workers. No, we absolutely cannot get any additional workers, so we're just going to have to sort of leave it as is. We should probably try and get 25 liters of this stuff delivered to the boy. Right, let's give this a shot. Right, cargo. Can I get cargo delivered from the stash, please? Set destination, choose your cargo. I can't deliver it. Wait, you mean I can't deliver it from here? I can't deliver it from the stash? Are you telling me that my moonshine is stuck here? Well, that's bleeding useless, isn't it? All right. Well, a quality percentage of 50 higher than 50 is probably something to aim for, I imagine. Anyway, can I get somebody to do something? Yes, let's get a fermentation tank, medium barrel. That's perfect. Let's get that done. Let's get the crafting process underway so that we can start fermenting a new batch of probably just regular old Daddy Bear moonshine. If that's what we need to do. I guess I'm just not going to send anything to my stash ever again. Because that's just like a bad dealio. Yeah, because I can't. Oh, okay, well nobody's available at the moment. Anyway. But even if they were, would it make a blind bit of difference? I'm not necessarily sure that it would. Okay, get it going there. Brilliant. Let's get this second fermentation tank down. Right, we're on the go. We're on the go. Excellent. Worker is free. Can't set a destination until we choose a cargo, and we can't set a. Oh my god. I just need you to flippin' just go. 11 days, 4 days. Okay, I mean we really need to like try and get this dude sorted here. Hopefully the quality of what we're gonna produce now is gonna be quite high. Anyway, let's create a new batch. Let's create a new batch of. What do we want? Whiskey? No. Fruit salad? Yeah, I'm a bit miffed that we don't have access to any of these bits and bobs. Oh, Canada and Daddy Bear are all wild yeast. Quality is middling. Flavor match 100. Fruit salad. Recipe has never been done before. Oh, but it's gonna be done. And there's supposedly 7 recipes. Right, let's sort of just try and... Let's make a nice sort of fruity... Can't use agave syrup in this recipe. Why not? What's the issue with... Let's just try and throw all of our fruit in here. How many ingredients can we throw in? Pear, grape, and grapefruit? Fruit press. Fruit press. What's the flavor profile like? Let's try and make it quite grapefruity, I guess. Let's go for wild yeast. Distill. Quality is going to be potentially there. I don't think that we're necessarily going to be able to adjust the quality much. What do I need to create this? What's the issue? Why can't we create you? We should be fine. New recipe discovered. Oh. Oh, great. Okay, so we can only create around recipes. What the heck's it called? Right, let's set up the fermenting, and then let's just go. Again, no real idea what we're looking for. How much mash do we need? 180 kilograms of mash. We're gonna create with 10 liters of water. That seems absolutely insane. %3 ethanol. This is gonna have, like, basically no alcohol in it at all. Alright, you know what? Screw it. Just give it a shot. Just give it a shot. Just throw it in there. You know, we need to start being a little bit more... We need to start being a little bit more exciting. Need to get the good stuff sorted. Right, so let's set up distilling. Let's see what we can do. I mean, again... Nothing to me. Ethanol, 36%. Oh, I see. The ethanol percentage is like an average, I think. Oh no, I tell you what, it's not even an average. It's the ethanol percentage at the end. So if we want a higher ethanol percentage of the hearts, we can just take it down here. Right. Okay. That seems pretty good. But I suspect that the quality is going to end up being not too great. Let's make this some really spicy stuff. Okay, let's go. Let's make it happen. Quest office party is about to expire. Yeah. 50 liters of moonshine with a quality percentage above 50. I sincerely doubt that we're going to be able to get another batch brewed in time. But that's okay. Right, should we get somebody to clean out the tank? I think that's not a bad idea. Maintenance. Can we get this repaired? That would be excellent. And then we'll also get it cleaned. I'm pretty sure that the cleanliness affects the quality. At least if I had to imagine it, it affects the quality. I don't actually know that for certain, so don't bite my head off if that's factually inaccurate, but there you go. I mean, we're making moonshine. I mean, who actually cares? Who actually cares if it's clean or not? Like, surely if there's a little bit of something left on the inside of the barrel, that's gonna add to a little bit of extra taste, you know? Not Orbeez finest. 43%. Quality is 62%. Okay, can I pad this out, please? I need, like, as much... That's what I need. 62%. Let's bottle it. Let's absolutely bottle it. I think we're going to be fine for this guy, actually. We've got 1 day. 50 liters. Quality percentage above 50%. Abso-flippin'-lutely, we're going to be able to do this. So let's get it bottled and let's go. So we actually managed to fortify the hearts with the heads and the tails, which I will say worked out quite nicely. Have we done it? Have we managed to bottle, actually? I wasn't really paying attention. Oh, no. It's only 42 liters. Ah! You idiot potato. You idiot. You idiot. Okay, well, that is what it is. Let's forget about the fact that we've dealt with that, and let's actually look at our recipes. So what was the recipe that we discovered? Does it count as a discovered recipe? No, it doesn't count as a discovered recipe, perhaps, until we fermented this thing. Oh, well. What can you do? Not very much. Right, so we're going to lose out on the office party nonsense, which is pretty disappointing. Set destination. I would like to deliver to you, but I can't. What do you actually need? Hold on. Cancel this. Cancel this. You need 25 liters of moonshine made with honey. Not Orbeez finest, unfortunately, is not made with honey. Well, I say not Orbeez finest. Every single Every single thing that apparently I'm producing at this point is called Not Orby's Finest. The situation is not fantastic. Oh, hold on. Am I actually selling? Sell today. Buyers, leader sold, turnover. Am I actually selling this stuff? I have no idea. My finances, the finances of my moonshine operation seem to be suboptimal, to say the very least. But that's fine. That's fine. We can deal with that. We can absolutely deal with that. Right, so we're cleaned. We're ready to rock and roll. Let's see if we can try and make another batch of this O Canada one. Can I just like remake? I don't really want to archive. I want to redo this. Is that possible? Okay, archiving. Recreate. Oh, I guess we need to. Right, well, the recreate button does a whole lot of nothing. That's fun, I guess. That's useless. Right, load recipe. Oh, Canada. Choose recipe. Add ingredients. Rice syrup. Thank goodness I can remember. Agave. Corn syrup. That was it. There we go. And we do. Sure. Bottle. We need to go 90% match. 100% match. Add yeast. Wild yeast. Create. Let's go. Set up fermenting. It's gonna be quite sweet. Look, I'm sure there's a way to optimize this. I have no idea what the intricacies of fermenting and whatnot are. I mean, that is absolutely beyond me. Delivery quest failed. Right. Did we end up delivering? Well, so we ended up dropping the. We ended up dropping off the. No, we didn't end up dropping off the goods. All right, that's fine, I guess. I guess we'll go and try and deliver to Augustus up here. That's cool too. Let's wait until the truck is back at the base. Oh no, I tell you what, we can't deliver to Augustus because Augustus requires honey. Oh god, I forgot about that. Right, 10 minutes left on this fermentation here. No, it's not 10 minutes. It's 10 flipping hours, potato. Goodness gracious me. Okay, you know what? Give me another big old medium barrel. If we have somebody that's free to create it, that'd be very cool too. Because without a big old medium barrel, we're not able to ferment at the rate that I'm used to. Right, so what are we making this for? What are we making this for? We need to decide what the purpose of this actually is about. 25 liters of moonshine with an ethanol percentage of higher than 40. Okay, let's try and fulfill that quest. Let's try and fulfill that quest. We'll try and get that one done. Ethanol percentage above 40. Right. Turns out the ethanol percentage is like nothing here. It actually straight up makes no difference. Wow, this is like 1%. This is like the worst. Even if I was to nab the very bottom here, we're only going to get 13%. We're going to get 10 liters of 12% ethanol. And there's going to be a lot of trash or undrinkable nonsense. Okay, I mean, clearly, look, this is something that I would be able to avoid if I was actually a competent brewer. I'm going to need to consult. I'm going to need to consult somebody to bring me up to speed on the hashtag brew life, you know? Anyway, forget about that nonsense. At least we know. I really wish I could just recreate the recipe like that. That'd be really, really nice. Office party is about to expire. I wonder what's going to happen when that expires. It's not a problem. I also don't think that the police are likely to run into me. I also don't think that the tech tree is something that we can utilize over the course of this little snapshot. But that's fine. It don't matter. Right, let's get Daddy Bear up and running. What do we need? Daddy Bear, corn syrup, honey. Corn syrup, honey. Ferment. Do we even need corn syrup? No, we absolutely don't. Just rock and roll. Beautiful. Set up fermenting. Let's go 50. 115. Or thereabouts. I guess we want a little bit more sugar. So the mash is going to give us 12% ethanol at the end there. Okay. That's cool. Quest office party was failed. Now, can I take another quest from you, or are you just donezo? 70 liters of moonshine with a quality percentage above 50. That's quite a lot. We are definitely selling this, by the way. This is definitely decreasing. Estimated end of stock 2 days. That's good to know. That's good to know. 25 liters of moonshine with an ethanol percentage above 40. What do I currently have in my warehouse? Ethanol above 40? How much? 25 liters. Okay, we can do this. We can absolutely do this. Right, let's take you. 25 liters. Okay, 25. Just get that through your thick brain. Orbital. Here we go. 25. Of course, classic. There's no workers available. It's because they're busy making something. Just give it a minute until they've, you know, started up the next brew. I don't think I'm losing money, which is good. So even though I'm not a great brewer, okay, somebody is available. Great. Choose worker. There we go. 25 liters. Set destination. Beautiful. Excellent. Back in. Start delivery. Hallelujah. Are we actually going to make money? 750 bucks. Wowzers. Okay, that is not very much money at all. But do I really care? No, I do not. Office party was failed. Delivery request failed. Crafting is done. Fermentation is done. Delivery finished. Beautiful. Okay, did we do it? Did we do it? That was moonshine, right? We delivered moonshine? It was moonshine, right? God, I'm doubting myself now. This is moonshine. Yeah. Oh, Canada is moonshine. What the heck was this issue here then? Ethanol percentage higher than 40? Is it maybe because it was like 40 bang on? Is that it? Okay, well, that's not necessarily a problem. Right, so this is garbage stuff. Orange count. It's a brandy. Ethanol is 12%. Ethanol percentage would increase. If we add the heads, which have a higher ethanol count, we can crank it up. But it's bad. I mean, it's really bad. So basically, people buy based on the amount of ethanol percentage. Whoa, what? Expected profit is now huge? So you're telling me that if we just water it down? You're telling me that if we just water it down with hundreds and hundreds of liters, then... Wait, what? Look at the... This has got to be a bug, right? $400... It takes off. Okay, let's bottle it. Let's stick that in the stash. Orange count. An exotic, flavorful moonshine. Yes, those exist too, out there in the wild. I'm super excited that we got a brand new recipe, by the way. That's very, very cool. Right, let's transport this to our secondary or something stash. Let's go there. Beautiful. Start delivery. I mean, there's hardly any alcohol, so I don't know why people are interested, but there you go. Can we get things cleaned up? Can we get things cleaned up? I would very much like to get things cleaned up, please. Maintenance. Let's get you repaired. There we go. Okay, don't know why I couldn't click on that for a second. Still can't clean. There we go. Get you repaired. Again, weird that I can't click on these things. That's fine. Right. Let's have a little look here. Set up distilling. So. Oh, Canada required ethanol between 35 and 40. Well, let's try and hit like 45. Can we adjust this down? Yes, please. Okay. Let's see if we can try and hit above 45. Or above 40 even. Yeah, 41% is great because that's going to allow us to do... It's going to allow us to do the quest. Okay, that's great. Happy days. Maybe that's gonna work out. Right, so we got stuff in the stash. Look at this. Okay, turnover is 1.08 and we've sold like 0 liters. Okay, so maybe it looks like the bug wasn't necessarily as beneficial as I perhaps had anticipated. Anyway, percentage higher than 40. Okay, ethanol percentage higher than 40. Making moonshine, we're doing it. We're definitely not out of money yet, which is great. I'm obviously happy about that. Do we have any stock left? We have O Canada, which is exactly 40% ethanol. Why don't we just deliver that to you know, the stash over here? Because O Canada is not made with honey, and therefore it doesn't particularly matter, right? There we go. Also, we're leveling some people up, which is quite nice. To make things work a little better. Can we maybe start fermenting some new stuff? Daddy Bear is good. Let's try and create a brand new recipe. What are we thinking of? Molasses? Yeah, look at this. Okay, ferment, distill, bottle, add yeast, wild yeast. This is a recipe match, potentially. There's something here. Rice syrup? Don't know what it is. It's not there. Molasses. Okay, let's try something other than rice syrup. Try maybe honey. Oh, it's close. It's close. Birch syrup. New recipe discovered. Hey. Look at that. No idea what it is, but it's a brand new moonshine. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. Sugar is high. Let's add a whole bunch of mash, a whole bunch of water. 14% at the end. That seems like... That seems pretty good. Need to crank this down a little bit. Crank that up a little bit. 13% at the end. Yeah, that seems fine. So what are we going to be... Let's try brewing it a little bit higher. Let's try brewing it at like 37 degrees Celsius. Again, I'm really not sure of the impact there. I'm sure we're going to have a lot of intelligent people that are going to be able to tell me exactly what the situation is. Look at this. 10 bucks. I feel like I should be making more from that secondary stash, but that's okay. Not Orby's finest is now officially crawling around the county, which is wonderful. Aha! We have finished the next bottling process. 77% quality? Wowzers. Okay, well, if we add the heads... that is going to do two things. It's actually going to push up the ethanol percentage. It's not even going to necessarily affect the quality. And do we need to add the tails? No. In fact, we need to not do that. Right, so let's get you in there, you in there. We're going to go 25 liters, set destination. Please, just get the stuff done. That's it. I forgot to check, actually. What was the... It's O Canada. Yeah, that's fine. O Canada's fine to deliver. It's Daddy Bear that we're waiting on, which I think is right here. So we should be good to just set up, yeah, Daddy Bear. Let's get that distilled. Let's get that sorted. It's actually quantity, right, for this guy? 25 liters of moonshine made with honey. It does not need to be good. Well, let's punish him and just give him like the most garbage stuff that we possibly can. I mean, it literally doesn't even matter because I'm just gonna add all of the tails and all of the heads. And that, to me, seems like a pretty surefire way to make a heck of a lot of money. Fermentation tank is filthy. That's fine. Have we delivered this mission yet? No, not yet. Oh, we can pin these things, actually. That's quite a sensible idea. Unholy spirits. There we go. Get that pinned. And let's fast forward. I think we're literally just waiting for our workers to do what they need to do. Move things around a little bit. It's just that simple. Okay, delivery finished. Hey, we actually completed a mission. Wow, that feels great. Deliver 25 liters of brandy with an ethanol percentage higher than 50. A little hint, to get 50% moonshine, you need a distiller with a thump keg. Oh my goodness, what are all these hyper technical terms? The money. I don't know if we're actually paying our employees. $500 per week? I don't know. The minus $0 looks pretty suspect, to be honest, but that's okay. I am content. I'm fine with that. We're about to finish distilling the junk. The junk that is going to be Daddy Bear. But it's okay. Add all the heads. Add all the tails. Quality is garbage, but we're going to produce 61 liters of the stuff, so that's fine. Again, not Orbeez finest. That's what it's all about, right? Right, let's get you. Let's set destination up here. Let's start delivery. Hold on. What was it? 25 liters, I think? I need to check. 25 liters of moonshine. It's up there, you darn twit. There we go. Daddy Bear, 25 liters. Set destination. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. And then let's get another delivery. To be honest, we can just set up delivery of both of these things. And we'll just set destination to, like, stash 2, I guess. Start delivery there as well. All right. We are on the move. How much is stash 3 made? $15? Yeah, maybe you should reduce the price. I mean, I have kind of, like, maxed the price out. I'm assuming that there's some sort of, like, you know, economic model here that is going to... I need to clean out a little bit. I'm sure there's some, like, sort of economic model that is sort of dictating exactly how much I'm able to charge and how much I'm able to make and all of that nonsense. So it's just a simple case of doing what needs to be done, and we will be fine. Right, let's get this repaired as well. And then let's see if we can try and find a brand new recipe. Not sure what it's going to be, but I'm pretty excited that we're going to get to try. And let's try and make a nice cheap recipe. You know, let's make one for the people. Let's make one for the people. Right, new batch. New batch. Okay, the people don't like fruit. We know that much. Agave syrup. Let's get raw sugar Termbrandino. Let's get the fermentation set up, sorted. Wild yeast, 60% match. Okay, all right, we're on to something here. Rice syrup? No. What about molasses? Just an absolutely acrid, horrible... No, okay, all right, no, we don't want that. We can't add fruit in this recipe. That's fine. Birch syrup? Birch syrup seems like we're onto a winner there. It's interesting. Okay, maybe throw in a... No, not rice syrup. Throw in agave syrup. Oh, we are close here. We're very close. We're close here. Birch syrup, rice syrup, molasses, honey. New recipe discovered. Oh, you love to see it. You love to see it. I have no idea what this is, but let's freaking go. Set up fermenting. Wow, very, very sugary. Ethanol at the end is going to be quite high. Sure. Let's go. And the brand new thing is just completed. That's great. What are we doing for this one? Oh, maybe this is one for the people. This is a pretty rot gut. Required ethanol 65 to 75%. So we actually need to move it all the way back here in order to get even close to this percentage. I don't even think we're going to be able to get there, to be honest. 65 to 75%. God, I mean, even at we're not going to be able to make this, I don't think. Add unfinished batch. No, we could add an unfinished batch, but we really can't. I mean, I guess we just need higher. So we're going to not end up making rot gut here. Whatever we decide to do, it's just too low. Unfortunately, there's probably something to do with the brewing temperature and making that all work. Yeah, that's probably something to maybe think about, but I also kind of just am pretty ambivalent and am not super bothered. I feel like this is brandy at 50%, maybe. Moonshine at quality 50%. I think it's not impossible, to be honest. It's just the quantity that we're in aid of. I suspect that there's going to be further improvements with regards to the size of fermentation tank, because goodness knows we kind of need a larger size. So how many recipes do we end up with here? Load recipe. Rot guts. Orange count. I love that, actually. Flavor match, 92%. Cool. Rot gut. Never been done before, but we're actually in the process of doing it at the moment. Whiskey and vodka. I'm absolutely unsure as to what we need. Oh, yeah. Look at the recommended bits of apparatus. That is okay. That is okay with me. Right, this is one for the people. This is gonna be garbage. Let's add everything. Price per jar. Yeah, there's no way that we're gonna be able to actually get what we're after here. So this moonshine, this rot gut stuff is, I think, not one of Not Orbeez finest. Set destination. Start delivery. There we go. I mean, there's still a little bit of stash stuff here, but there's just no desire to buy the super expensive Not Orbeez finest stuff. Yeah, so maybe if we sell some of the cheaper stuff, that might make a little bit of a difference. We're in week 3. Supposedly, we're still turning a profit. I'm not actually completely convinced. We did finish the Unholy Spirits quest, which probably gave me the money to pay my staff for the week, given that we're, effectively $2,000 a week in staff salaries. So that's not necessarily too bad. There's also, still 0 outgoings, which is fine. Very, very, very fine. I guess we can repair these bits and bobs and get them all sorted, ready for the next batch. But to be honest, I kind of feel like after this batch, when we discover the brand new recipe, I still don't know what the brand new recipe actually is. You know what? Let's just roll with this. Let's just roll with it as is. Maybe I need to stop playing with perfection. I say perfection. It's not really perfection at all, because we're not able to perfect things. But if we get the recipe done as is, oh look, you can see the brewing process. Very, very cool indeed. Can't adjust as we go, but that's fine. Oh, nice. Cool. And let's get the hearts. This is Donald's recipe. Okay. I'm unsure what Donald's recipe requires, but I like that nonetheless. This is Donald's recipe, and it requires between 30 and 40% ethanol. So let's crank in the heads here. That actually gets us to where we need to be. We can actually add in the tails too. So maybe try and reduce the cost here. Reduce the cost to, yeah, pretty low level. And then let's do that. Let's see if we can add Not Orbeez Donald's Finest over to there. Choose a driver. And start delivery. Okay. I'm still not completely convinced that I've got the whole supply and demand economics down here. We don't seem to really be making altogether too much. Maybe my clientele are just unhappy with the Not Orbeez Finest brand. Although, a little bit of turnover here. Liters sold. That's not bad. Certainly better than the other two stashes. I tell you what, a drink for the people. A drink for the people is clearly what we have required this entire gosh darn time. But there you go. Okay, I think we're probably going to wrap this little showcase up right about now. Yeah, obviously, I know absolutely nothing about brewing. If you know stuff about brewing, if you know the recipes and the processes and all of that nonsense, then I think this is absolutely a game for you. It looks like there's also more fruits that are available now in the shop, which is pretty interesting. That'll probably open a few other doors if we were to continue on around. But I think, to be honest, we've got a pretty good idea of the game, and perhaps when it comes out in full release, we can take another look at it. But for now, ladies and gents, I'm going to leave you to it. Thank you, as ever, for watching this video. Thanks for watching this episode of Moonshine Incorporated. I'm excited to see what the future of this game has in store, because it's very interesting. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.